Welcome to week 1 of building $1,000 account. Unfortunately, this week I lost 25 bucks. Honestly, I should have made money because my first trade, all my take profits got hit, but I had to close early and I'll get into that right now. Okay, so this is Monday. Usually I don't trade Mondays, but on Monday we had a really good opportunity and I definitely took advantage of that. Like, it doesn't matter the day, if my setup forms and there's no news coming out that'll affect my trade, I'm gonna enter that trade. But yeah, so Monday we took out previous day high and low, as you can see. So I kinda used like the move for my daily buys. Oh wait, let me delete that right now. Actually, not keep it. So I noticed, like, oh, okay, we had that move the week before, and then I thought, in my head, I had the idea where we would retrace to this 4 hour for value gap. I don't know why I had PG. Oh, because it becomes an inverse for value gap, or I use it as an inverse for value gap on Tuesday. But on Monday, it was a regular for 4 hour for value gap. Anyways, so I was like, oh, okay, I think we're gonna hit it, and then we're gonna go up from there. And I was right. So on Monday, we were in this inverse for value gap. Not perfectly, like, it wasn't pretty or anything, but we were in it. Let me go. Okay, so we closed a little above it, but it's not that deep. Broke structure to the downside, stop loss at that high. Take profit, final take profit before the 4 hour for value gap, because like the spread. So the broker usually has to go like a little bit into it and then take profit. And then I had my first take profit right before this 5 minute. I had it like a little up here, and I had my second take profit at London's low. So 1, 2, and then 3. So when I was going to my first take profit, I took off the limit order. I was like, oh, I'll just partially close it on my own, because like if it just hit that 4 hour for value gap, I was scared because I didn't this is my first time trading through this broker. So I was like, I don't know how much it's gonna have to go through it to take profit. So I was like, I'm just gonna be safe. I'm gonna close it on my own as soon as it goes into the for value gap. So I was trying to partially close it, and it was like unable to close your position and something like that. And I got scared because I was like, oh, like what if it doesn't take profit here or even here? And I was just confused. So I ended up just fully closing the position, and like I went online and did my research, and instead of partially closing it like on my own, I should have just left that limit order. That would have worked. But yeah, so I closed up there, but it ended up going down there, and I don't want to like be like, oh, I don't want you guys to think I'm lying, so I'll put a picture of it right now. If you really don't believe me, you can go on my TikTok, and I recorded myself saying where it's gonna go after I took profit there, because I post my daily trade recaps on TikTok and my YouTube shorts. Actually, you can go there. Yeah, we went there and then went up from there and ended up going more down into it. But let me get into that right now. So on Tuesday, I took an L. Oh yeah, by the way, so on Monday, I made like 24 bucks. I should have made 50, but I made 24. So here, let me do the math. Actually, no, because I don't know. I don't remember how much I lost on Tuesday. I just know, I think it was like close to $15. But so on Tuesday, here, let me go on the daily, see how I got my buys. We took out a previous day low, I remember. So previous day low hit. I had a short daily buys from there. What I wanted to happen, I wanted it to go into the weekly for value gap and then continue going up with this move. I did not expect it to do what it did later in the week this soon, where it went to this weekly fair value gap. But I'll get into that right now. So yeah, short daily buys, closed below the 4 hour for value inverse 4 hour for value gap, making it an inverse for value gap, but it actually wasn't an inverse for value gap. It got used as a regular 4 hour for value gap. If I used it as a regular 4 hour for value gap, I would have still lost that trade. And I'll explain why right now. So I took a short, it closed here, that was a break of structure, went back into it, I entered like right there, stop loss at that high, take profit 1 at that low, that would have been like an easy 101 partial, and then I think my final take profit, yeah, my final take profit was at that weekly, I think. I can't really see it. It was at like a high time frame low though. So then I went short, got stopped out. I honestly thought I was gonna win that trade because we inversed the value gap. I was really confident. But then, even if I treated it as like a respected for value gap, I would have still lost off of this break of structure, because it ended up breaking structure to the upside, and then yeah, it broke structure to the upside, and then yeah, it would have got stopped out right there. But anyways, so yeah, we took a loss on Tuesday. That was unfortunate. I stuck to my strategy, so I did not feel like bad about it at all. I was like, oh okay, like sometimes the strategy doesn't win. Most of the time it does though. But on Friday, I felt bad because I didn't follow my strategy. Like, there was one piece, the break of structure wasn't there, and I ended up losing because I traded off of a whole different confluence that I don't trade off of. So on Friday, we took our previous day low, and it was a pretty strong move, so I was really confident in it going down, and I was correct. But my deal was, okay, we're gonna go into the 4 hour for value gap, break structure to the upside, and then go into this 4 hour for value gap, and then continue going down. But that ended up not happening. Going to 5 minute. Look, there was no break of structure at all. This is not a break. None of this is a break of structure. I should not have entered this trade. I know what I did is wrong, and yeah, it was just really stupid of me. I don't do this often, but I did it that day. It's whatever. I lost $25 this week. I know I'll make it back, because I always make it back. I'm good at what I do, I swear. But yeah, lost that trade. My take profit would have been there, and then London's high is right here, so I would have had my final right below London's high. But unfortunately, we got stopped out. Just continued with my bias. I think Powell was speaking too, so I really should not have entered that trade. Really emotional. I forced the trade because on Wednesday and Thursday, on Thursday especially, I had a lot of like levels marked up, and it was like it just stayed in between the level. It never even went close to it. And I was just like, damn, like it was doing a whole move, and then as soon as my session starts, it just like consolidated. I think this was Thursday during my session. Yeah, like it literally was just mostly that, and then it had that move, but it was too late. So yeah, took a loss. I did not stick to my strategy. I let my emotions get ahead of me. I promise it will never happen again. Like, I can't say that, but it'll definitely be limited. I tend to have control over my emotions way more than I don't, which is good. But I'm progressing at it every week. Like, I notice I continue getting better. Like, just think about last week. If you watched that video, I did really bad at the beginning of the week when it came to my emotions. But then this week I only had one bad day when it came to my emotions. Last week I still made money. This week I should have made money, but it's whatever. Things happen. I'll make it back. Because I'm good at what I do. But yeah, we took a loss. I'm really excited. I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm ready for this week because we had really strong moves, which left a lot of 4-hour for value gaps, which means a lot of potential setups. So we like lit a whole bunch over here, and then there's a whole bunch down there. So I'm most likely going to be placing a good amount of trades this week. Most likely going to make a lot of money. I think we're back to like that regular price action period, because like I think Trump said what he's gonna do with the tariffs. I think now Europe is left. I don't know nothing about that. I just don't trade when he speaks usually. But yeah, so a lot of potential for next week. I'm ready. I'm definitely gonna meditate so I have better control over my emotions. But yeah, that was it for this week. If you guys haven't watched my other videos, make sure you go watch them. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys, like, when you guys watch my videos, you learn how much emotions are important when you're day trading. So I promise, finding the strategy is like the easiest part of trading. It's the emotions that really get to you. Like you might be like, oh, on demo, you're thinking like, oh, I don't think emotions would affect me too much. That's exactly what I thought, and it took me a year to like get control over my emotions. It took me like 6 months, and I'm not even 100% there. I don't think anybody's 100% fully control over their emotions, but I'm definitely better at controlling my emotions when I trade than most people, which is good, because it really took me a lot of time. Like for me, it's like on average 1 day a week, I'll let my emotions get ahead of me. For other people, it's like almost every day, and they revenge trade. For me, like I took that loss when I turned off my computer right there. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not trading today. And that's really how you should be. Like when you lose a trade, I don't care if you see a perfect setup right after. I don't care if you miss out on making money. Trust me, the best thing for you to do is not to trade the rest of that day. 1 trade per day is all you need. Because if you have like a decent strategy with that 1 trade per day, let's say you win 50% of your trades, you're still going to make a good amount of money. So yeah, you just need to be disciplined. Discipline is like the main thing in life. You need it with trading. You need it with anything. You want to build muscle, you need discipline. You want to, any kind of job, you'll need discipline. Yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Make sure you keep putting in that work if you're trying to learn how to do this. I definitely, if you're like barely getting into it, definitely recommend watching TJR and ICT. At first, if you're gonna like get into it, watch TJR, because he'll get you known to everything, and then ICT will get you more into that. Like you'll learn more about those certain things from ICT. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good week. Make sure you're ready for next Sunday's video, because yeah, make sure you watch my shorts too. I think one of them got like 2,000 views at 1 like, so that's unfortunate. But I'm still gonna keep posting. I don't care if I'm getting 1 view. I'm still gonna keep posting. I just like doing it. I like knowing that I'm trying, because a lot of people don't try, and I'm not like other people. But anyways, oh, that sounded so corny. I'm gonna delete that part. But I'm trying to think if I have anything left. Oh, I couldn't post a weekly recap, or I couldn't post strategy videos and like none of that this week because I didn't have time. But I promise when I have time, like during spring break, I'm gonna be making maybe a day in the life. Maybe I'm for sure gonna make a strategy video. And make sure you tap it on my Instagram and TikTok, both same name as my YouTube channel. I have like 180,000 followers on TikTok. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next Sunday.